Okay, we're live. We are live, and I'm gonna be shedding a little bit. I have was able to get my tenor fixed, so that is exciting. And I've been playing the different mouthpieces and getting the right fit, getting the right uh, combination here. So I'm play a little bit and get a little loose. I know I haven't gone live in a minute. I've been doing stuff offline, and it's been good. I would really like to share a lot of the things that I'm doing, but a lot of times I don't get a chance to do it here on YouTube. I'll share more on Instagram here and there and Facebook, But what's up? What's happening? Welcome to the stream. I'm going to be on here playing a little bit and sharing some updates. Okay. We are here in the house. I was going to double check my microphone, make sure that everything was coming through. Okay. Yep. Looks good. I know when I play tenor, it's probably going to get a little louder, so I might have to bring it down. But let's play my baby. So I got my horn fixed. The Tenor Madness is fixed. It was all bent. You can still see, well, you wouldn't be able to see it, but it bent the body a little bit here and up at the top. Things had to be welded back together, and the tone holds are sealing. The pads and everything are sealing. You can see like kind of little buckles in the metal. But I'm back, y'all. I'm back. I was playing the Mark 6 for a minute. But now I can play my my Tenor Madness. So I'm gonna shed a little bit here today and share it with you. If you're good, leave me a comment. Give me a thumbs up, so it'll push out to other people so that they can hop on and join us. Yep. What is this AI companion? I don't need an AI companion. All right, I'm just trying to show my. All right, there we go. What up? What up, Clyde? How you doing? Yes, indeed. Yo, I got a lot I want to talk about, but I'm a shed first. Okay, and this thing is sounding kind of good. It's feeling good. Let me look at my audio because I know when I start playing. Let me know also on your end if this is good. How's that? Let me look at my audio so I'll make sure it's not too loud. If I put it here, will it be better? It might be even louder. What do you think? All right. Oh, he's trying to get his legs back. Uh-huh. Said he just recently. Oh, bro, I'm so sorry. He lost his wife to a 5-year battle with cancer. I'm so sorry. God be with you. Yeah, man, I'm sorry about that. Lord Jesus, help him. Pray for your comfort, and my condolences go to you. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, that's tough. Yeah, my friend, last year, we lost to cancer, um, and that was rough. My man Quinnell, but yeah, bro. But yeah, just draw to close to the Lord, and friends, family, embrace them and love on them. But yeah, that's a tough one, bro. Sorry. My song, hold on. That's my song to you, brother. Hold on. Just hold on. Hold on. God's going to comfort you. Yes, indeed. So, yeah, y'all, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Let me know who you are, where you are. We are live. I know this is my mic I'm using. Not sure if this comes through as well when how it sounds when I'm playing, but I try to put it away from me. Oh, that's on too. I guess I could use this one. I'd have to switch. But yeah, so we're hanging out. I got my Tenor Madness, man. I feel a lot better. I was playing the Mark 6, and maybe if I would have played this mouthpiece on the Mark 6, it would have been better, but I need to put like a key riser on that D key. Oh, I forgot I left it on. Let me know what does it sound like when I have it clipped on to me as opposed to laying it down. Yes, indeed. I'm back on the TM. Yes. Oh, no problem, Clyde. Yes, I'm back on the TM. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The TM is where it's at, Drake. You know it. You know it. I want to get a new one. I need to work on some of my. Uh, this is my tune. It's for real, dog. From that I wrote like 20 something years ago when I was at Southern. So it's something, I got to get used to jumping to the higher register because I play double cushion, and it might be because of that. I got to get used to transitioning so I can hit those notes. And this is open, you all. Yes, he say let it alone. I know. Okay, well, I don't know. Oh, you talking about the sound. Okay, cool. We'll leave it alone. I'll leave this up here. Okay. Cool. What made you decide to play the double cushion? This was my teacher, Alvin Baptiste, who first turned me on to playing double cushion when I was in college. And so I've been playing it ever since. And it just gives you a more warmer tone and round and really nice. It takes the edge off. When you put your teeth on the top, you get more of an edge and more of a buzz. But I'm just so used to playing double cushion. It just makes it more, I'm just used to it because it's been years now. So playing with my teeth on the top is it's weird. Okay. All right. So we in there, right? Let's see. I can play something. You know I like to, sorry about all of that noise. I like to play with my Drum Genius. So I'm gonna put my Drum Genius on. All right, let's see. Hey Siri, open Drum Genius. Y'all remind me at 12:30 I gotta enter a trade. Will I be shedding that long? No, it's like 10. Well, you never know. Once I get started getting the zone, it's kind of hard to, you lose track of time. All right, I need a groove, y'all. Give me a groove. Afro-Cuban, Brazilian, straight ahead, funk. Give me a groove. What's a groove? What's a groove? Throw it out there. We're gonna shed. Swing. What y'all wanna hear? Come on, this is an interactive live stream, so let me know if you're able to. Some improv on Freddie Freeloader. Okay. All right, let me put it on a swing. Freddie Freeloader. Oh, that's too slow. I put it on slow swing, and that sure is. Let me put it on, oh, is it downloading it? Oh, yeah. All right, I'm gonna go back, and we're gonna get a swing, a medium swing. We'll do that. We'll do it right there. Right there. All right. So, let me see. I just needed to download this. I haven't downloaded all of these loops here on Drum Genius, so I'm taking some time to do that. Okay, there we go. All right, now when I shed it, I'm not playing with a backing track. Somebody said funk. Okay, I'll do a funk later. Ah, yeah. Freddie. I'm digging in because I miss my baby. I miss her. She been sick. She had to undergo surgery. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. What up? What up? What up? Rock. Oh yeah, yes, indeed. Uh, appreciate you. We're gonna do a funk one. Yes, indeed. Oh, pray for Charlie Kirk and his family. Yes, definitely. Well, yeah, definitely. Let's see here. Yeah, I posted some stuff about that yesterday. Oh man, yeah, it's a lot going on, man. America, boy. Whew. Jesus, help us. All right, I'm gonna go to a funk groove. Peace. You keep your mind stayed on Him, He'll keep you in perfect peace. That's the thing. And God is not the author of confusion. Funk. What do they call that here? I think they call it's here at the bottom. Dang, I don't. Oh, okay. It's like R&B, funk, hip hop, all that's in the same place in Drum Genius. What tune? Any tune is specific? Okay. That's a good one. I'll deal with that one. Download. All right, y'all. All right, I'm going to download this groove here. Yeah. I have to because I got to get back. It's like, man, when you're not quite comfortable, you can't dig in like you really can. Any song in particular, or just kind of play? Y'all, that's Con Alma, Dizzy Gillespie. There we go. Ah, there we go. There we go. The groove. Just flow. Okay. Yes, indeed. Just flow. Just flow. We are flowing. Yes, indeed. I feel a lot better, y'all. I feel, man, you know, when you've been playing on a particular instrument for 13 years, just the way it resonates, you just get used to it. Well, I'm gonna do I got lost. I'm getting lost. Come on now. Oh man, that's good stuff. Playing the Bird Blues, taking it through the different keys, kind of flowing, flowing, flowing. What's going on? What's going on, y'all? Appreciate y'all. Just looking at some of these here. We have been flowing. What up, RPJ in the house? A bit of an important question. Do you know of anyone who plays WoW? Plays while wearing dentures? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I don't know if I should put their name out there. That's an interesting question. Do I know anybody who plays while wearing dentures? Yes, I do. Definitely. Why? That's an interesting question. But yeah, we in here, we shedding and sharing. I know I've been out the loop. I haven't been playing, posting a lot because I've been doing a lot of things offline. A lot of stuff I want to tell y'all about, but you got to text me. You got to be in my inner circle. Some of it is business related, which is actually the reason why I've been working on it, to set some things up that will, just help fund a lot of the efforts that I'm doing. And so it's been really going well these last few weeks. And if you're interested in that aspect, you can text TXC to my number, and I put it inside of the group. I would love to get a chance to talk with you about it. So text TXC here to this number here. And also, we need to catch up. One of the things, just dealing with the climate right now in our country, we need to talk. You know what I'm saying? And not just watching videos and clips on social media. We need to actually talk. And people have been reaching out to me. And I've been definitely, oh man, you the best. Appreciate you, RPJ, for the super chat. Oh, bro, I'm sorry. Wow. Yes, but you okay. I do know some people. Dang. Wow. But yeah, I do know some people who have that. But yeah, I don't know if you need to talk with them or. But anyway, just text me. I put my number there. That's like I said, text TXC to that number. That's so I can tell you about what we're doing business-wise. And I would love to tell you about that. But it's just a really interesting time, man. And we got to be, we got to talk, bro. We have to be more open and accepting of difference of opinion, and be not be hateful. You know what I'm saying? And I think social media has fanned a lot of the flames and of people reacting emotionally without thinking. And then what happens, people trigger you, and people respond in anger. And so once you respond like that, you can't take that stuff back. And so people will hold you hostage because of something that you said that was emotionally triggered because you was in the wrong spirit. And so I was posting, the last couple of days in response to the murder or the assassination of Charlie Kirk. And I had never heard of him before the assassination. So I started looking at clips and stuff, videos, and I made a post on Facebook, and just because I was amazed at a lot of the responses from people. They were really harsh and disrespectful, and really, not really being sensitive to the fact that a man got murdered in front of his kids, his wife and kids, in front of like the whole world, And I was just amazed at how people were celebrating that. Now I know I'm stepping into a hot topic and all of that, but I'm being honest, man. I don't shy away from being honest and being truthful. I just know that regardless of you having a different view, to like what a guy's message is, you know what I'm saying? He's a human being. He was a human being, and he was murdered, and to celebrate something like that is inhumane. That's all I was saying. And like, I didn't even know him. I hadn't really listened to his message, so I wasn't really aware of previous things that he had said. And then people were sharing stuff, people were sending me stuff, and then I went back to go to listen and watch. But I have understanding, right? Like, I know who I am as a man, a husband, a father, teacher, and I know what my responsibilities are in order to protect, love, and lead my home, right? My wife and my children. Like, I know I have a relationship with God, and I make sure I protect and focus on covering them. And so all I was saying yesterday is I don't allow external stuff from what's projected and pushed through the media to let it disturb me, because I don't know those people. And a lot of the people who would respond to posts on social media, I don't know them. And so it don't make sense to get riled up and emotionally triggered by people's opinions and comments. Like, it doesn't make sense. But I understand how the enemy will use social media as it's actually a gateway. So there's issues and in people's heart, right? There are triggers, there are offenses, right? That when somebody posts something or they post a clip, then it can ignite something inside of you. You respond, you go to the keyboard, you put it out there, then all these people chime in and they just hitting you hard left and right, and then you get riled up, and now your peace is disturbed, your spirit and feathers are ruffled, and you haven't even left your house. Like, you don't know these people, right? And so it's just amazing how people will allow themselves to be moved by the things, the propaganda and the stuff that's put out there through the television. And these words are very important. I was like media, like a medium, and you think about propaganda, like a proposed agenda. So when you start dealing with stepping into politics, and you get into all of the jargon and all of the language and the terminology, it can be very confusing, because a lot of things have been socially engineered, right? To where, people end up believing ideologies, and they don't really understand where it comes from and what's at the root of it. And you'll only be able to understand, first of all, when you have conversations with people. Like when you actually talk to people. I'm talking about go out, have some coffee, or call people on the phone, instead of spewing your ideas and being mad and riled up and attacking people because they have an opinion that might be different from yours on Facebook. It doesn't make sense. Like, we're human living souls first. So you can talk to somebody, have a reasonable conversation, so that you can feel where a person is coming from. Everybody doesn't have evil intentions when they make a post. A lot of people have been hurt. A lot of people have gone through situations that are traumatic, and so we just don't know why they feel that way. But if you have a conversation with a person, then you'll get more understanding. You know what I'm saying? I don't demonize anybody. I know that there's demons that do get involved and attach themselves to people's soul because of the trauma, because of the hurt, because of the offense, because of unforgiveness. So things happen to us, but things happen to us, your response to that is your responsibility, or you need to be responsible or even understand how to respond. And so the enemy, I do know, he can manipulate the situation where he can find or send somebody to co-sign, or somebody to get you riled up and triggered and have you angry, and then it's turning into hate, and then it's turning into a fighting, and you want that person dead. Like, that's the devil. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who it is. They can be black, they can be white, Hispanic, whatever. It's like demons don't have a race. They don't care about human race, period. Like, so the enemy's job is to steal, kill, and destroy. Jesus came that we might have life and might have it more abundantly. And the thing about it, when you start getting caught up in white and black, and you use these terms like racism, white supremacy, and all of these things, that stuff, those terminologies were coined. I was looking it up, like the 1900s and 1930s. So these were socially constructed words, terms, labels, and all of that. But if the thing about the spiritual battle has been going on way before we even got here as human beings. So it's much deeper. That's why I don't get into debates and stuff like that. It's not really profitable. If you want to have a conversation offline where we can talk, then that's fine. And people have been calling me. I've been talking to people on the phone. We've been chopping it up. My white friends and black ones, like, it's a cultural thing. And a person, you can't help what environment you grow up in. Like, you can grow up in an environment where you're not around a certain ethnic group, right? And so you just don't know what you don't know. You be around, like, and I've been in both instances. Like, growing up in a black neighborhood, in the hood, it was certain things culturally that I heard and was exposed to, right? But then because I played saxophone and I was able to be in environments where it was not a lot of people that were black, you know? And so I've been in these different environments. And so the thing about it, culturally, every environment is different, and the traditions and history is different in different amongst different ethnic groups, and we learn something from every experience, every person, every personality, every heart and soul. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about understanding, and all about get an understanding. And so I can be tolerant or understand where a person comes from and disagree without letting them anger me, because I just need to understand why you feel like that. Like, educate me on why you have the view that you have. Then if your view is different from mine, I can understand and not be angry. You know what I'm saying? Because the reason why is because I'm secure in who I am, in whose I am, and I know what my assignment is. Like, my priorities are to, first and foremost, like I said, and I put this in my book, The Christian Musician. Like, you know, that's my memoir I wrote. But the point is to be a great man, a great husband, father, right? And first, my ministry is to them. Everybody outside of that is secondary. Like, what happens a lot of times, people will get so gung-ho and moved and driven to post stuff publicly and put stuff out when it can cause problems, distractions, and get you caught up trying to prove yourself to people that you don't know, and you neglect the people that do know you. So, and really back in the day, I used to be really driven to debate and to challenge other people, like through social media. But then I grew. I learned what I need to prioritize. And so because I did that, I got more perspective. And it just makes sense just to focus on you, making sure you get understanding and make sure you work on your assignment and don't be distracted by the noise, right? Because it's a lot of noise, but that's why it's noise. It wants you to get off course so that you can't focus on what you need to focus on for your own betterment, self-improvement, for developing your message, developing your character, making sure your integrity is intact and you're the example. Then you can start helping and ministering to people outside of your, family, you know what I'm saying? And we do it when we're, in our workspace, when we're out in public or doing things. Of course, we're able to get relationships, generate relationships with people, business-wise and friend-wise or whatever, and they'll learn from being connected with you. But the culture starts on the inside of your heart, and you have to check yourself through the Word of God. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord. Does he meditate day and night? He'll be a tree planted by the rivers of water that bring forth fruit in its season. And so whatever he does shall prosper too. That's what Joshua 1:8. So I like, they kind of go together. Psalm 1 and then Joshua 1:8. Thy word has I hidden in my heart, right on the doorpost of your heart. So the thing about it, if you focus on making that word a priority to live inside of you and be insulated with the word of God, and you get out there in the world and you see stuff that's off, that's out, stuff people do, people say, and your response can then temper the environment. You know, it can affect other people's lives because you got the Spirit of God living inside of you. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm coming from. You know I jumped right in quick. Not a quick, I was shedding, but you know, that's who I am. I like to be honest, and I'm just saying the solution to a lot of this stuff, just talk, man. Talk to folk. Talk to people. So RPJ said the Bible might not tell us to be tolerant, but it does tell us to be patient. That's good. That's good. That's right. You're right. After all, love is patient. Talk, yes, sir. We can't love people without being patient with people. And somebody said something too, a learning curve. Like you can't kill somebody in the midst of a learning curve. And really, to be honest, we all going through a learning curve. Like, but people will hold you hostage to who you used to be, where we've all been there. We've all said stupid stuff passionately, you know. We said stupid stuff strongly, but a lot of times people didn't catch that with a video. You know, they didn't record you and post it, or you didn't go live and post it. But we've all been there and done that. We've said things, we've done things that we shouldn't have done. But God gave us the grace and mercy to go through that. Paul was like that, killing Christians, having them killed. But he had his Damascus Road experience. God changed his heart and was able to use him for the kingdom of God. So we have those testimonies. I know other people I've talked to that were as deep as being into the occult, hating God, atheists, and all of that, into witchcraft. But God did something to their heart. Something happened, and they changed and turned like a 180. Like it's tons of testimonies and examples of people just turning from, you know, from witchcraft, from homosexuality, from being a whoremonger, you know, perverted, womanizing, you know what I'm saying? And folk, when they were in that state, they were strong with it. They were all in. But if God can be patient and tolerate, or let's say, you say not tolerate, but let's say be patient, you're right, because we all need the patience, we all need the grace and mercy. And so if we can have that room, because that's love even in that, that's the whole point. Like God created us with free will. So we can choose to do what we choose to do. And even, here it is, here's the thing, here it is. I don't want to lose my train of thought, but the whole point is like, you brought up a great word, being patient. Love is patient, love is kind. So you got to love people even though they're ignorant and they might be doing stupid stuff, especially if you're a parent, you know what I'm saying? You got to love them anyway, and then over time, something will happen and they'll get it. And they'll overcome the very thing that they used to do that was stupid. I know I did. You know what I'm saying? So that's like Jesus when they were trying to stone Mary Magdalene. You know, this woman was caught in adultery, and they all picked up their stones. He drew on the ground. He said, "He that is without sin cast the first stone." And they all threw their stones down and walked away. And he said, "Where are your accusers?" Because they realized that, dang, yeah, I'm not perfect, you know. But the problem with social media now, you can't do nothing without it being stuck in history. Like for people to go back, if you did something 10 years ago and you was stupid, it's captured, it's out there. You can't ever get away from that. It's like you're stamped. And so every time, especially with the algorithms and how things goes now, they will go back and see what you said. And then because you said what you said back in 2010, they'll form a whole ideology or perspective about you. Whereas the thing about it, everybody's done that. Everybody's been that way, but everybody doesn't go live. Everybody doesn't put themselves out there. You know what I'm saying? But that's the whole point. It's like we have to give people grace and mercy just like how God extended it to us. And we have to love people, give people the space to change. And then some people, it takes everybody time, everybody's time frame of getting it takes, some people get it earlier or sooner than later. And I just remember seeds that were planted in my heart, and things that from different people who I learned from. And here's the problem now. Like, you can't tell people stuff today. It's like when you correct somebody, or if you tell somebody the truth, they've inverted things to make good evil and evil good. They want to turn truth into a lie. And so there's an agenda in that. That's why I was saying you got to watch these terms, and it's arbitrary. It's like it's a socially engineered narrative language that people inherit just because they're born in a certain time. And there's censorship, or there's meta tags and keywords and stuff that will tie you into something that you're not, an agenda that you're not even aware of. And then you have to subscribe to an ideology, and then you're confused about your identity because they've engineered, propagated a certain agenda. When I say they, I'm saying the people at the top. You best believe, right? It's a book. What is that book? I can't remember. I'm thinking about the organization, but I'll say the one that I actually read, right? It's a book, How the Music Got Free. It talks about in there how we transition from MP3, Napster, going to CDs, going to Napster, and then stuff leaking in terms of new releases, and how a lot of that stuff was engineered. And then these record executives would sit down with these artists and basically project a 10-year deal of what they wanted them to talk about, what they wanted them to focus on. And so they were thinking like 10 years down the line, and had artists that were agreeing to these contracts and deals to engineer things socially so that their audience would basically play into their whole campaign. And so that's a real thing. Y'all know that happens with music industry, with the movie industry. And so it's not conspiracy theory. This is like real stuff. When you capture people's attention through music, people can get desensitized or not even be aware of the danger of a message. And so if you get an artist that's paid to put out perversion or pollute his community in exchange for money, and people then get programmed to accept things that are bad and evil like they're good, and whatever artist that allows themselves to do that, then they are the problem. Or they're a part of the problem, but it's really the people behind the scenes that are using them as puppets. And so that's why I say it's really hard when you get to talking, of course, like I say, politics and religion, because it's usually we don't have time to sit and break down and dig into all of those things. because there's so many layers to it. And I don't know where your understanding is. I don't know if the Bible is your authority or not. You know what I'm saying? So it takes a lot more time to unpack and unravel topics and issues when we talk about social issues in America. You know what I'm saying? It's really heavy and deep. But I'm just saying you shouldn't get angry with people when they have a different opinion. They have a different experience, you know? A person's experience is their experience. You know, you can't take that or get mad at a person's experience. You know, if you've experienced what you think is a better, or if you have a better way or even a mindset or a way of handling things or a perspective on life, then you just talk to people, reason with them, and they'll see and hear your intentions, your spirit. Because that's the thing about it. A lot of stuff you're not going to get through a video or through a post, through words on a screen. You got to actually be in that person's presence to feel their energy and to see, discern their intent. You know what I'm saying? But we're all ignorant. We're all not aware of everything. But the beauty about this life as humans, you know, we get to engage with each other. We get to learn from each other and grow. You know, older people who have more experience, people who are culturally from another place. You know what I'm saying? You can learn from them. So I'm totally open, bro, to learn and converse, because that's what it's about. You know, I don't hate folk. You know, I don't care what they say. I don't hate them, because it's not my job to convict. You know, it's not my job to sentence. Yes, we judge. We use righteous judgment, but the same judgment we would use to determine if this is good and evil or right and wrong externally, we have to use upon ourselves. We use the word of God because it is a mirror. It's like it shows us ourselves, you know, and it is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. So we all have to check ourselves and make sure we're doing right or have the right spirit and approach before we can judge other people. You know, that's like they say, you know, you're trying to take the speck out of other people's eye and you got a log in yours. You know, that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all made me dive in there. I know y'all want to hear it. Man, I'm back. I love this horn. This feels good, y'all. I jumped in there. I know I put it out there. I had to. What's going on? So, name is Rush Little. Oh, I got you. My name is Rush Little, and I approve this message. I appreciate you. Yeah, that's what I have been saying. Right. Yeah, man, everybody ain't crazy. Politically, we as people should be mature enough to come to a table and sit down and talk instead of, he said, instead of shooting at each other. Yeah, you know, definitely. All right, y'all. So that's it for now. We're shedding and sharing, and this thing is feeling good. My horn, the Tenor Madness, is where it's at. It is feeling good. I'm ready to play. I don't have a gig today, so I'm just chilling here at the house, and the kids are with the grandkids. My wife is out about doing her thing. Anyway, that thing is feeling good, y'all. But that's it for now. We will see you all on the next stream. I'm gonna try to get back on it and be consistent and keep it going. I got to do my podcast and all of that, so I'm getting organized. But yeah, send me a text message. I want to tell you all about what we have going on, business-wise, a business opportunity that is very timely, where you have to learn and connect with me so I can tell you, because it's really huge. And don't be distracted. Y'all know a lot of times the media will have us focusing on one thing while you're neglecting what you really should be focusing on. And business-wise, there's a wealth transfer that's happening. And I want to connect you into what I've been connected into. And so it's powerful stuff. But text TXC to the number that I've listed there, and we'll get on a call and chop it up. All right, we'll see you all on the next one. God bless everybody. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, RPJ. Yeah, that's what it's about. I thank you, and I feel that, that's what it's about. That's what we got to spread, to everybody, Love. That's what we need today. Love is in need of love today. What's that? Stevie Wonder. All right, then. We'll see y'all.